Okay, welcome back everybody to another installment on our yoga asana, yoga flow trainings, our online video series. So I just recently had uploaded a video, maybe you saw it, about the 3 different warrior poses. So I kind of wanted to just take a step back actually and just review our Sun Salutations, because I mentioned Warrior 1 is known to us when we practice the Ashtanga Vinyasa sequence. We have to do our Sun Salutations at the beginning, and we noticed that there's a Warrior 1 in that Sun Salutation series. Sun Salutation, excuse me, B. So I want to go through the Sun Salutation A, B, and C just so that you have a visual example of what they look like. Some teachers and studios might do them a little bit different. There might be added pose or subtracted pose, another pause for breathing, maybe not a pause for breathing in certain areas. But we're just going to go through again my version of Sun Salutation A, B, and C and kind of see what those differences are. All right, so Sun Salutation starts at the top of our yoga mat. All 3 versions are going to be from Tadasana, our mountain pose. So again, just to review, mountain pose is a standing posture. We have both of our feet either apart, hip-width distance apart, or they can be together. If your feet are together, I would say try to bring the big toes together, a little space in the heels, so that when you move into the uttanasana, the awkward chair pose, that the knees together helps us get into that posture. And we'll review that here in just a second. Okay, so I know that as I just mentioned, there's Sun Salutation A, B, and C. The Vinyasa school that I've taught with, we put those into order that is actually C, A, and B. The reason that we put it C first and then A and B is that C has a general bit more of accessibility in terms of the lunge is a low lunge, and the transition, the vinyasa between both sides is what we call Ashta Namaskar or Ashta Pranam, which is our 8-pointed prostration pose, which is knees, chest, and chin transition to the floor instead of the chaturanga dandasana that's present in Sun Salutation A and B. So Sun Salutation C, we're going to start with that one. So we're going to go into C, which would be near the end, right? It's A, B, and C, and then we'll go back to A and B. All right, so Sun Salutation C is going to start with the Tadasana with our feet hip-width distance apart. So make sure that you're nice and aligned down there, right? We spread the toes nice and wide. We suction up through the soles of the feet, right? We engage the quadriceps. We have a slight tuck of our tailbone, a little engagement in our core. Shoulders are rolled back. Palms are facing out to the front. This is a anatomically correct position if you look at an anatomical chart of the body, right? So that's the kind of position we want, our Tadasana. So we start with an inhale, just to be in the pose, just a nice tall big breath in and a big breath out. Now moving into the next posture is called uttitha hastasana, or intense extended stretch hand pose. And that's just reaching our arms up overhead, so reaching up. So we use that with an inhale. Our Sun Salutation is going to be guided by the inhale and the exhale. So typically inhales open and expand the body, and typically exhales close and bring everything in. So notice that as we go through with our breath. So from Tadasana, first pose is inhaling and reaching the arms up overhead. We call our uttitha hastasana. So grounding through the feet, you're reaching up through the fingertips. This is on an inhale. And then our exhale folds us from the hips forwards to touch the toes into forward fold, our uttanasana. So when we are doing our forward fold, I would say think of your hips as a hinge in a door, or the same thing as your elbow, right? This is standing up straight, so folding forward is closing the elbow, closing our hips, closing the hinge. So inhaling, arms reach up overhead. As we exhale, closing the hinge of the hips, we're going to fold forward. At some point, we're going to notice that there's tension either in the back or in the hamstrings, the legs. So as we're folding forward, bend the knees and come on down, touch those toes so we can keep our back relatively flat and straight. So from Tadasana, inhale and exhale. Inhale, sweep the arms up into our uttitha hastasana. Exhale, folding forward into uttanasana. Good. Step your left foot back as you inhale here. That's a little lunge. We inhale and then exhale right into downward facing dog. So we exhale, step back. All right. So again, from the beginning here, we're at Tadasana. We inhale, sweep the arms up, big breath in. Exhale into our forward fold. Inhale, left foot goes back. Let's start over. I stumbled a little bit there. Want to make it look nice and clean for you. So you inhale, sweep the arms up, big breath in. Exhale into your forward fold. Left foot goes back. Inhale, exhale to downward facing dog. So from down dog, we move into plank. Inhale, and then exhale, knees, chest, and chin. And again, that's that 8-pointed prostration pose, knees, chest, chin. All right, once you come all the way down, extend the hips, untuck the toes, inhale, shoulders roll back. We look forward for low cobra, low bhujangasana, and then exhale to downward facing dog. Now the left foot steps forward, so since it stepped back, it steps forward this time. Inhale, exhale to down, forward fold, and then inhale and then stand up. Good, exhale, bring the hands to the sides. All right, so just to clarify, with Sun Salutations C, we actually do two flows of C to make one full round of the Sun Salutation. That's going to be kind of similar to what happens in Sun Salutation B, but basically when we do our forward fold, we step our left foot back, and then coming out of the pose, we step forwards. We have to do that all over again with the right foot stepping back and then the right foot forward. So let's do that again with the right foot going back, and then that'll be a full Sun Salutation, C. So from our Tadasana, we inhale, sweep the arms up, big breath in, reaching up, uttitha hastasana, exhale, folding forward, uttanasana, right foot steps back now for our lunge here. Inhale, big breath in, exhale, stepping back, down dog, inhale into plank, and exhale, knees, chest, and chin. Inhale to low cobra, exhale back to down dog, inhale, right foot steps forwards, and exhale, forward fold. Inhale, stand up, big breath in, exhale, palms together at the center of the chest, and then you're done. All right, so if you're going to be practicing Sun Salutation C at home, the full Sun Salutation C, let's do it together now in entirety. So from Tadasana, shoulders are rolled back, nice, tall, proud, secure pose. Big inhale and exhale. As you inhale, sweep the arms up, big breath in. You could have a little back bend here if you'd like to, if that feels okay for you. Exhale, fold forward. Left foot steps back as you inhale. Lunging, exhale, step into downward facing dog. Inhale into plank. Exhale, knees, chest, and chin. Inhale to low cobra. Exhale back, down dog. Left foot forward, inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, stand up. Exhale, forward fold. Right foot back, inhale. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, plank. Exhale, knees, chest, and chin. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Right foot forward, inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, stand up. Palms together, exhale, Tadasana. All right, so that's Sun Salutation C. The reason that Sun Salutation C, we start with that one is because, like I said at the beginning, it's a little bit more accessible in the sense that our step back lunge can be modified with a little low lunge. Also, knees, chest, and chin is a lot easier to do than the half push-up, that chaturanga dandasana. That requires a lot of shoulder and pectoral strength in our upper body. So for example, knees, chest, and chin, like I said, you can come down knees and then chest and chin. You can challenge yourself by slowly dropping all of those at the same time. And that will build the strength that gets us ready for that chaturanga dandasana. Right, chaturanga, we really have to have that upper body strength to hover that 6 or so inches off of the ground to come for our up dog to down dog. All right, good. So making our way back to the top of the mat, if you're not there already, go ahead and step forward. We're going to move into Sun Salutation A now. So Sun Salutation A, we actually do less in Sun Salutation A than we do in versions B and C. But it can be a little challenging. It's a strenuous Sun Salutation because we incorporate that chaturanga dandasana. And we also want to, I guess in the spirit of the Ashtanga Vinyasa yoga tradition, is really practice floating ourselves from forward fold, the half lift, hopping ourselves, floating ourselves back into a plank. And many different ways that you can go from a forward fold back into a plank, but in the Ashtanga Vinyasa tradition, there's this athletic approach where you're hopping on the mat. So I'll show you some alternatives, obviously, to walking back, stepping back instead of hopping back, but let's just review. All right, so Sun Salutation A requires that we are at the top of our mat, Tadasana, just like all the other Sun Salutations, and our feet are going to be together in this one. It's okay if the feet don't come together, you just want to try to bring your feet as close as you can together. I mentioned at the beginning a little separation in your heels, and then try to just firm those legs up. So just like our feet apart, feet together, same thing. We're lifting up through the arches of the feet, keeping those shoulders rolled back, palms facing forward. All right, so from our Tadasana, take a big inhale and exhale. As you inhale, we can sweep the arms forwards and up. If you prefer, you can always go out to the sides, no real difference. Big inhale, and now as you exhale, just like we did before, come into forward fold. This is where it changes a little bit. We actually do what's called a half lift, or ardha uttanasana. So either hands on the floor, the feet, the shins, the ankles, we inhale and come up halfway. We just want to elongate the spine and the legs. So that's a breath in into our half lift, the ardha uttanasana. And then we exhale and go right into plank. So to come into plank from here, we'll do the simplest option is bending the knees, putting the hands down, and walking the feet back. Right? Next option is to, like with big strides, step the feet back. So we inhale, half lift. We exhale, one foot, other foot, plank. All right, and then there's the hopping option. Right, so we're gonna inhale, come up halfway. As we exhale, bend those knees, plant the hands, and you wanna try to lift the feet and slide the toes, or even keep the toes off of the mat as you hop into a plank. So inhale to your half lift, exhale, bend the knees, plant the hands, plank. All right, so from the beginning, Tadasana, inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, forward fold, uttanasana. Half lift, ardha uttanasana. And then exhale, making your way into plank, we go to chaturanga. Now, some people may say, take a breath in your plank before you go into chaturanga dandasana. Others might say, on the exhale of hopping back, immediately go down. So up to you. You can lower down to your chaturanga, and you can also modify just with knees, chest, and chin. You're still working on that upper body strength. You can even try a half chaturanga where you're putting the knees down, coming into almost this cobra version, right? We're lowering down, squeezing the elbows in, coming into up dog from here, into down dog. Now the full chaturanga dandasana would be like this. Exhale, inhale. Exhale to your down dog. All right, we hold down dog for about 5 breaths here. Heels reaching towards the floor, hips up towards the ceiling, pressing through the fingers. Good, take a big breath in. As you exhale, bend the knees, step, walk, or hop the feet together at the top of the mat. Come up halfway as you inhale. Exhale, find your forward fold, and then stand up. Reach the arms either forwards and up or out to the sides, and up a big breath in, reaching up, exhale, palms together at the center of the chest, Tadasana. So that's Sun Salutation A. Let's go ahead and do it all together so that we have it ingrained in our memory. Okay, so feet are together as close as we can get, big toes maybe touching. Firm up our legs, Tadasana. Take a big inhale and exhale. As you inhale, sweep the arms up, big breath in. Exhale into your forward fold. Inhale, come up halfway. As you exhale, plant the hands, step, hop, or jump into plank. Lower to your yoga push-up, chaturanga dandasana. Inhale to up dog. Exhale back to down dog. Take a number of breaths here, 3 to 5. At the end of your last breath, wherever it is, bend the knees, squeeze your core in. Hop, step, or jump, walk the feet up. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, stand up. Good, exhale, palms together to the center of the chest, and then maybe down to the sides or stay there for Tadasana. Awesome. So, Sun Salutation A, right, since we're not doing a lunge on one side or the other side, we don't have to repeat multiple times to make one full round, right? Just doing that once is in effect one full round. With Sun Salutation B and Sun Salutation C, we do need to either do a vinyasa in between to balance both sides, or we do the whole thing over again, just switching the sides that we step forwards and backwards. So Sun Salutation C, the first one we did, right? We switch sides each time. Left foot back, right foot back. Now you'll see in Sun Salutation B, we connect both sides with a traditional vinyasa that we find in our Ashtanga Vinyasa yoga program. Okay, so Sun Salutation B, this one has the most elements of the 3 Sun Salutations, because we're going to be doing awkward chair, uttanasana, and Virabhadrasana 1, Warrior 1, in addition to our yoga push-up, the chaturanga dandasana. All right, so just like before in Sun Salutation A, we're going to start with our feet together, or as close together as possible, and our first pose is uttanasana. So as I mentioned, try to get your legs together so that when you squat back for uttanasana, you can squeeze your knees together and imagine that you're internally rotating your legs, and that's going to activate the glute mediuses, the muscles here on the sides of our hips that will help us feel strong in our squat. And then also when we come into that uttanasana, we want to pull our belly up and in. That core strength here is going to help offset any sort of tension that's being created by this hip flexion in our uttanasana, the awkward chair. So just keep that in mind. All right, so toes are together, heels are apart into our Tadasana. Take a big inhale and exhale. As you inhale, sit back for uttanasana. So this is our inhale. Just like Sun Salutation A, exhale into forward fold. Inhale, come up halfway and go into your plank. Exhale, hands to the floor, hop, step or walk the feet back, plank, yoga push-up, exhaling. Inhale to up dog, exhale back to down dog. Keep your breath out as you step your right foot forward for warrior one. So right foot to right thumb, left foot flattens to the floor but turned out slightly. Inhale, come on up, warrior one. Immediately exhale, back to the mat. So exhaling down, right foot goes back. Yoga push-up, chaturanga dandasana. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, back, down dog. Left foot forwards, warrior one. Inhale. And exhale, vinyasa. Good. So once you make your way back to down dog, after both sides, then we stay here for 3 to 5 breaths. After the breathing, 3 to 5 breaths in your down dog, same thing. We transition to the top, feet together, hop, step, or jump. Inhale, come up halfway. Exhale, fold forward, bend the knees, awkward chair, uttanasana. Inhale. Exhale and stand. All right, so let's just go through that one more time together. Sun Salutation B, and then we'll call it a day on that lesson. All right, so again, Sun Salutation B, we have the most elements in our Sun Salutations, and that's that awkward chair and our Virabhadrasanas, the warrior ones. And then of course that athleticism of the chaturanga, up dog, down dog, and that whole hopping forward, hopping back. Make as many modifications as you need to for your own yoga practice. This is just a reflection of the 3 Sun Salutations and generally how they're presented. But you as a yoga practitioner, remember, you are in control of your body. At least that's what we're trying to do, is develop that control and awareness of ourselves. So if you notice that something doesn't feel right for you, completely ignore it, modify it, whatever you got to do to feel good in your yoga practice. All right, so from the top of our mat, feet together for Tadasana. This is Sun Salutation B. All right, Tadasana, shoulders are rolled back, palms facing forward. Nice, firm, secure, grounded. Big inhale and exhale. Inhale to uttanasana. Good, nice long breath in. Exhale into forward fold, uttanasana. Coming up halfway, ardha uttanasana. Exhale to chaturanga dandasana. Inhale, up dog, urdva, mukha, svanasana. Exhale, adho, mukha. Right foot forward, warrior one, virabhadrasana. Inhale. Exhale through the vinyasa. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Left foot, warrior one. Inhale to come up. Exhale to start that vinyasa. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, back, down dog. So after both sides, right, we hang out in down dog for a few breaths. Then when we're ready to come forward, bend the knees, pull that core in, hop or step. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale to uttanasana. And exhale, stand. Tadasana. Awesome. Well, thank you again for joining us on our little series here. I've got some things to do, but I'll be back a little bit later to upload a few more videos. We're going to explore lunges, so the various lunges that you can do, right? Low lunge, high lunge, revolved lunges. So we'll review those. All right, thank you again. Hope you guys have a wonderful day, and we will catch you on the flip side. If I can log back in and get you all out of here. There we go. All right, peace out, everybody. Namaste.